Well, this is going to be an interesting battle between Wednesday and Derby County. It's going to be the Owls to take the centre, wearing their change kit of green with white shorts, as this ball is going to be launched forward up towards the front, looking for Stephen Fletcher. We're fairly low down, aren't we, in terms of our vantage point for this game? Yeah, well, I like to be lower down than we are at home. We're right up in the gods at Hillsborough, and I don't like being that far away from the action. So Wednesday throwing taken from Morgan Fox in towards Kadeem Harris, coming across the pitch. Good play. He works it over towards Odabajo, just checks, comes inwards from the right hand side. He does get knocked over, and that will be a free kick. He was fouled, and Wednesday getting an early foul as Lawrence caught his man. Sam Hutchinson looks like he's going to sort this one out and take charge of the situation. Just in the Derby half, there's a big long line of players forming outside the area. A very high line from the Derby defence. It gives Sam a chance to deliver this ball over them. And if we can manage to stay on side. It's played in now by Hutchinson. Wednesday trying to flick it on there with Iorfa. Came back towards Fox, who's found Fletcher, who controls it. The flag has gone up. It did require a save, though, from Hamer, who made it. And I don't think that would have changed the outcome. I think Fletcher was just going for goal and waiting to see what happened next. And it's Sam Hutchinson who's just worked it back for Cameron Dawson. Doesn't get a great clearance though, hasn't made the halfway line, but Wednesday trying to cover up, and they've done so. Barry Bannon initially, and then Hutchinson who's found it out towards the left flank. It's now with Kadeem Harris looking to take on the fullback Bogle. Still with Kadeem Harris, who gets away from him. Can he get the crossover? Harris tries to centre it now. It deflects behind it, goes behind for a corner. So Wednesday continue to pressurise the Rams. Kadeem had done everything. He'd gone past his man. You know, at Huddersfield, when he just got that yard and he stood it up for Steve Fletcher. This time he'd got a little bit more time because he'd left his marker for dead. Got it in the middle, but Bannon's going to take it from the left-hand side this time. Bannon plays it in now, and the Fletcher header, it's going to be forced in at the back post. Well, I thought it might have been, but unfortunately Morgan Fox couldn't do it because of an intervention there from a defender just stretching out, getting something to it. I think it might have been Malone, was it? Not sure. Fletcher got the touch, and it was looking as though Morgan Fox was just going to tap it in at the far post, but the Derby defender got there first, managed to scramble it away. It's a great opportunity for us. It certainly was. Here's Barry Bannon then to take the corner from the other side. Flights it in, the goalkeeper electing to punch it back to Bannon. Bannon has it, he kept it in play despite their whinges about it going out. Crossed in now from Odabajo, changing the angle. It's flicked out, here's Fletcher! Can't quite dig it out, there was a bit of a defensive block and then it came back again. It's Fox again, getting a strike in. It was blocked away by Davis that time, and it's behind once again for a corner. He's falling to Morgan Fox. Yeah, two chances there. I think the first one went to, was it Fletcher who got the first chance? Couldn't dig it out. It was a head down, he was well blocked. Saw quite a bit of him during his time with Hull City. Ball's going to be booted away here by Fox. Good touch there. Flicked on Jordan Rhodes, but couldn't find Stephen Fletcher, but still not giving up there. Hutchinson in the middle of the park, but Derby have the ball. Get a lucky ricochet for a second, but Wednesday have got it back. It's now with Barry Bannon over on the left-hand side. He puts it in the air, trying to stick it towards Fletcher. He heads it. Was there a push on him? John's appealing, but there's nothing coming our way. The challenge was by Forsyth, and Fletcher's hurt himself. And the referee is going to check on Stephen Fletcher, but he's not going to give us a penalty. He's been serious about a penalty there? Yeah, I think he's charged him. His shoulder charged him in his back. I think that's a foul anywhere else, but we didn't really make that much of a fuss, did we? You know, so the linesman's probably got a better angle than the referee. Ball just pushed short into. And no bookings. No, that's what I mean. It wasn't like it was that major an incident. You kind of expected maybe a card to come out because he's seen something that was pretty ugly, but obviously not. Well, Barry Bannon's going to get. Well, they're giving it away. That's a poor ball from Forsyth, and now Fletcher sticks it away. A goal of Derby's own making. A poor ball from Forsyth just gave possession. possession away, ends up coming to Bannon, who feeds it into Fletcher just inside the area, turns, hits it first time, and Wednesday get their just rewards in 22 minutes. It's Derby 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1.
Fletcher's on fire. Superb finish that. Absolutely superb from Steve Fletcher. Barry Bannon's put it in his path. First time, made no mistake. He's outside the box and just curls one in the keeper's right-hand bottom corner. What a finish that was. We deserved it.
Well, you said you like them passing it around.
Yeah, well, exactly. They are so drilled. They are, I mean, I don't know the centre half or the left back here. He had a chance to go forward and he didn't, and he's gone back to his centre half who's played a blind ball. Bannon's intercepted it, he didn't put it on a play. He's still got lots of work to do. He's hit it first time.
Maybe he's just going to try and get to half time and review it. Like I said, went towards Jordan Rhodes, doesn't win the header. And Sam's going to have to leg it to get back into a defensive position. Here's Holmes, played across in towards Martin. Martin plays it out wide for Lawrence. The low cross goes in, and again Cameron Dawson gets behind it and makes a save down low. So the cross came over. Martin standing in front of the goalkeeper.
We've not had a hold of the ball for a short while. We need to get back hold of that, get Barry Bannon on the ball. And
that's a poor kick out from Cameron. It just gets sliced somewhat.
No,
that's brought down brilliantly.
Touch, though.
It was a marvellous touch there from Adam Reach, bringing it out of the sky and making it look very simple. He's gone back for Cameron, so he'll do a better kick out this time, and it's just dropped back in towards Adam Reach. Fletcher missed it, but it went to Wednesday number 20. Reach puts it over into the centre, and the header from Jordan Rhodes is a looping one, and the goalkeeper got a hand to it, and he's almost apologising, but is he saying I didn't touch it?
Saying he didn't touch it. I mean, Jordan Rhodes, great running there from Adam Reach, great cross. Just slightly behind Jordan Rhodes, but he does really well, gets his head round it. And he was probably going to hit the top of the crossbar, but a referee thought that the goalkeeper,
Ben Hamer,
had touched it. So another Wednesday corner. Barry Bannon is taking it from the right-hand side this time.
So Bannon puts it in again, left-footed, looking for Tom Lees.
Another corner.
Header goes into the turf and it's behind, and again the goalkeeper's not happy. He thinks it should be a goal kick. 4 minutes to be added on. We've had a few stoppages.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
Sam Hutchinson's at the front post. Kadeem Harris is just offering an angle for Short. Goes in towards Sam, flicked on, and it just clears the angle of the bar and goes behind for a goal kick.
Still limping slightly, Sam. He was very close. I don't know if it was out. It was just probably 2 or 3 yards too short.
Big let-off that was. And that'll, I guess, put a little bit of a spring in their step as Martin sees his header go over the top.
He's actually been one of Derby's better players,
I think. Excellent. Tom Lees, again, Cameron Dawson required. It is a good kick, left-footed, up towards Jordan Rhodes.
Well done.
He flicks it, doesn't quite know where it's going to go. It's in the air, that's Hutchinson to head it out wide for Kadeem Harris. Intercepted by Bogle, but out for a throw-in.
Excellent work under pressure from Cameron Dawson. It's a great kick with his wrong foot.
Thrown forward, Jordan leaves it. It's going to be cleared away. Hutchinson doesn't get hold of it. It's in towards Forsyth. Wednesday trying to intercept with the pace there of Adam Rich, who gets there just ahead of Malone. Adam Rich, chance to screw it over. Can Wednesday put this one home? No, because Fletcher got there at the front post, but it came onto him a bit quickly and he couldn't keep it down.
Yeah, he's a little bit, I'm not sure if he's a little bit past the near post there. Maybe he'd have been better off just touching it. Barry Bannon was behind him, but could he have known that Barry Bannon was there?
But Reach did really well to read the danger that they were creating for themselves, so that pass across. Forsyth, though, stepping away for Derby, lays it out wide. He gets Malone there, plays it inwards, little 1-2. Back towards the box, crossed in there, and Wednesday get it away with Morgan Fox. Fox is in there with a great challenge. Again, Derby looking for penalties, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's going to be a corner. A long line of Derby players queuing up for this, ready to make a late run on it. The corner. Slanted over, headed away by Tom Lees, and now hooked away by the Badger. Not a great connection, but Harris has got it for Wednesday. Trying to run and gets away there from
all the way on.
Kadeem Harris looks to take it on. Knight's back with him and just bundles into him. He's back on his feet though. Back towards Kadeem Harris. Harris looks to try and shop inside. Still has it. There's Fox backing him up, but he can't get there. Whitaker gets it away, but his kick-out's not great. Straight towards Hutchinson. Hutchinson trying to dribble through. Sam just collides and he's going to give a foul away.
Unlucky.
And he got pushed over on the floor. Dwayne Holmes just gave him a nudge. Lees to Fox. Fox will try and play it down the line. He's looking to find reach. It was slightly behind him, but Wednesday do get a throw because it came off Bogle last. Jordan Rhodes just trying to offer an angle. It goes in towards Fletcher instead. Fletcher tries to lay it off for Adam Reach. Nearly got a lucky ricochet. Comes back for Barry Bannon. Bannon's near the halfway line and pushes it on in towards Iorfa. Iorfa feeds it through now. Odebaggio, does he fancy it from the edge of the box? Plays it inside instead. Fletcher hits it. Nice swivel and turn, but it's straight at Hamer.
Unlucky. Good turn.
Either side.
Good turn. This is better from Wednesday. This is what we need to do. Keep possession.
Fox throws it forward.
Good touch.
Rhodes did flick it into the path.
Can we get that ball?
Stephen Fletcher. Now here's Odebaggio in a central area. Oh, he's caught his man.
You're going to get a booking for that.
It is a yellow. An extra body in the middle of the park then. Wednesday trying to get the ball back from Derby. It's with Holmes. Luongo's trying to get tight to them. They've worked it away though. In towards Davis. Davis now for Bogle. Bogle on the right. Steps inside. Gives it back for Holmes, who has really been a lot more involved in the play. He goes for goal. It's a bouncing effort that goes in towards Cameron Dawson. He gets right behind it, but he's been pulling the strings for Derby in the second half as Holmes. A lot more involved than he was in the first half. You were never worried there though.
He didn't connect. So.
Martin wins the header, but it should be our ball. It is. Tom Lees just reverses it forward up towards Atinui. He doesn't stick with him though, and Holmes can get away again. Holmes threads it through, inside it goes. Wednesday need to stop them. Tom Lees tries, it's still ricocheting through. That's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. Iorfa's got caught out, is it? Not Iorfa. It's actually Odebaggio, isn't it, who's committed the foul. They're appealing for a sending off as well for that.
Double jeopardy, isn't it? You can't do it.
But you could see what was going to transpire there again. Mose Odebaggio was leaning into his man. He was kind of the last man. And he just sort of leant into the Derby player. You can do it again. He did it, of course, in that derby last season against Sheffield United. Can he do it now against Derby? It's Martin with a penalty, and he scores it. He struck it well. Cameron Dawson diving to the right-hand side, and the Rams are back on level terms. It's 1-1, and there's a bit of nonsense going on as Hutchinson wants to get the ball to the centre circle. Bit of an argument, bit of a tussle. And Martin carries it away, but it is one apiece. And Wednesday maybe paying the price, aren't they, for not sticking in a second goal at 1-0 up.
They've done that all game, haven't they? You know, they've put somebody just in front of Cameron. I don't really see why, but...
It was Barry Bannon who tries to pass it away. It was read, though, really well by Malone, who then gets a free kick on the halfway line.
It's going to be a booking.
It is going to be a booking, and it's Odebaggio, was it?
Has he already been booked?
It is. A red card for him. So, Wednesday making problems for themselves at the end here. Well, the Badger's going to have to make the walk off the field. Reach would be another option. Derby take the free kick short in towards Holmes, carrying the ball forward. Tries to play it out wide. Sliding in there was Barry Bannon. Derby get a throw in.
It's going to be a long one.
Left for Holmes to take.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
It's a decent ball in. Now what's the appeal for?
Corner. I didn't think you were allowed to jump in front of somebody taking the long throw, but I'm not sure who it was. One of our players right over that far side, but in comes another corner. Delivery's been good from Derby. Corners in the second half. Referee's going to stop and have a word. Who was he talking to?
Don't know, but Lawrence is preparing to send this over.
Is he going to?
I often needs to be careful not to wrap his hands around someone. It's gone into the area, and the header just clears the bar. They're looking for that ball again. But it's going to be a corner, as you say. I think it was Curtis Davies attacking the ball there.
I don't know how that was a corner. I didn't see who got that final touch for Wednesday. It was a great delivery.
We'll try again then. Right-footed in, swing it towards the back post. Martin gets up, heads it down. It's kicked away there by Adam Reach as far as Bogle. Bogle controls it, tries to turn it back towards the area. Newey gets beaten, but that's going to go away, and it will be a goal kick. Marriott's keen to get the ball there for Cameron Dawson. Why do you expect him to rush it? 1-1, we're down to 10 men. He's not going to be sprinting to do it.
Yeah, last chance, Derby here. The goalkeeper's going to launch it into the area. No passing it about in this second half for Derby. Gone back to basics, got it forward early. It's worked for them. They've not been the better side, but they've been a lot better than they were in the first half.
Hamer's ball goes in then. Wednesday needs to win the header, but it's Derby who win the header, and it nearly came through towards Marriott. He couldn't get a proper connection and just jabs it wide, well wide on the stretch. And that may well be that. Cameron Dawson then to lift this one away, probably for the final time. Goes up towards Atinuiu. He flicks it on towards Luongo, controls it and keeps it in play. Then Nuiu takes over down this left-hand side, trying to bulldoze his way through. He's ended up
there we go.
Well, it is the full-time whistle. The action is all over, and it's honours even here. Two Scottish internationals on target. Stephen Fletcher setting Wednesday on the way in the 22nd minute. Wednesday were very much the dominant force in the first half. It changed around in the second half, and then they gave a penalty away with 8 minutes remaining. Mozart Abaggio guilty of committing the offence in the area, and Martin made no mistake from the spot to bring Derby back on level terms.